Hey there, welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. I have a son and he has some land. Let's go see what he's going to do with it. So my son, who brings my heart much joy, and his wife down in Black Gumbo Southern Gardening South, I guess, they have property down there. He's a real estate agent. He bought this property. It flooded out, and the previous owner was an avid gardener and had some nice raised beds, but they're weed bound, and he had a nice compost pile going. It is seed bound, and the compost pile, since it's so seed bound, makes a perfect place to build a chicken coop, and that's what he's going to do down there. Let's go take a look and see what it's all about. Look at this compost pile. This is my son's compost pile,
so I'm gonna put,
and it is about 2 feet deep.
Right, so we're gonna
about, what is that, 8 feet wide and about 16 feet long. The only problem is full of seeds from these guys right here. So this is going to be made into a chicken coop. He's very busy and he doesn't have a lot of time to devote to gardening like I do. So guess what? I can go down there and garden. I can go down there and take the raised beds that are there that are totally weed bound. Oh, they're nasty beds. I'll show those beds to you. Let's take a look at those. Now these garden beds wouldn't take too much to repurpose and refreshen. Most of the weed in this one is clover. Clover is a beneficial weed, a nitrogen fixer. Got some nutsedge growing in there, which is always going to be a fight. Over here you got some more clover and a little bit of other kind of weeds that are pretty easy to deal with. Most of these weeds can be snuffed out. What you're going to deal with is this nutsedge that's going to be hard to get rid of. This stuff is very difficult to kill, and it's going to be a fight. Now these beds were planted last year, and life and struggles and trials took over, and sometimes plants, gardens go to weed. This one right here, probably the biggest challenge is going to be that Bermuda grass. Bermuda grass is hard to get rid of. Not as hard as nut grass, but it's tough. All that other broadleaf stuff would be easy enough to deal with. Over here we've still got a little bit of winter's die off. Big weed like that one right there, Dallas grass, you can just dig that one up, pull it out. It'll come out and won't come back. But yeah, there's some good soil down in here. Unfortunately, pretty weed bound. What to do with a bed like this? Over here, my son has a good compost pile going. Unfortunately, once again, you know, sometimes things get away from you. Big banana patch. But there's all kinds of critters living in there too. Found ourselves a little rough earth snake. That he was underneath that pile of cardboard there. And he's real happy to have a warm place to stay. He's just kind of curling up there. That's a good looking little snake. He thinks I can't see him. Now as far as weeds go, this makes my heart happy, because these are those little flowers I love so much, and I've got a couple of them in my yard. But these have a pink hue to them. Those are really nice. I know they're a weed, but man, if you're gonna have weeds, you might as well have beautiful weeds. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. So these garden beds are really in bad condition. They've been neglected since we had a big flood, the flood that flooded this house, and caused the owner to just throw up his hands and take leave of the house and sell it for cheap. That's why my son was able to get it, and he's currently improving the property. But those beds are in bad shape. Can we do something with them? I don't know. I think I'd start from fresh sod. But what I can do is I can bless them with citrus trees. I'm going to an open house on December the 15th, and I will show you this open house. I'll make a video about it. But there's a local fruit grower. He's quite an expert in fruit, and he's having his annual open house in which I can go down and buy some citrus and enjoy his knowledge and learn from him and pick up some trees. And we're going to plant some of them on my property, and we're going to plant some of them on my son's property, because, well, I don't have a lot of room. but he does.
Tell me about your chickens.
I'm excited. We're gonna get like 2 dozen hens to lay. I'm trying to figure out the numbers of like how many I need to get, if I get them from egg or if I get them as chicks.
You're gonna incubate them, you mean, and hatch them?
Maybe. We're trying to figure that out because we want them to be friendly and like play with us like pets. And the best way to do that is to like handle them a lot when they're young. But I don't know if it's gonna be more economical to get them as eggs, like fertilized eggs, or as like chicks, because we want to get all natural chickens,
as opposed to synthetic chickens,
as opposed to GMO chickens. Yeah. Or if you're raising meat chickens, the average healthy normal chicken takes 16 weeks from the time it's born or hatched to the time that it's ready to eat. But if you get a GMO chicken, you can do it in 8 weeks. So
yeah, none of that stuff.
Yeah, but we're not going for meat, we're going for eggs. So I want healthy eggs, so we need healthy chickens, and healthy chickens can be pricey. So I'm trying to figure out if we want eggs or if we want chicks, and how to do that. I don't think the chickens will eat the snakes if they're small enough to fit
they're
through.
small enough, yeah.
So.
I just worry about bigger ones.
This whole little cage will be turned into a chicken coop by my son.
Yeah,
like cooped up.
Maybe.
And that's going to be some adventure, huh?
Chickens. We're going to be eating some eggs. At least that's what we hope. Please leave us your input. We love to hear your comments. I'd love to be able to pass on wisdom to my son from people who've done this before, people who are experts. Man, I've got 24,000 subscribers as of a couple days ago. I'm so humbled. But among those people, surely some of you know about hens. Give us your best advice for a startup hen operation. We'd really appreciate it. We're so glad you joined us today on Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. Like us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.